G'day, here we are at the SkyTower Firefighters Vertical Challenge. 113 contestants this year, 1,029 stairs. Let's go and meet some of the firefighters here today. Righto, so where are you lot from?
We're from Te Amutu.
What event are you entering today?
I'm in the Dons and started because I'm getting a bit older, but these guys over here to my left, they're at the 10,000.
My first one, so I'm really nervous.
I've done a bit of training for it, so hopefully I cope all right.
Game plan is to keep going until we fall over.
Oh, I just want to be very, very bling this year. So going with silver, a bit of a disco look. Looking good, I reckon.
So where are you from?
Bottle Lake in Christchurch, the only one from the South Island, so doing us proud.
What's your game plan today?
Go hard, but look good at the end for the ladies.
This is our second year, Sheik's first year this year, so he's a new boy, but he's not going with the Dons, he's going straight on the deep end into the Dons and started. And he's our standby man for the 10,000 as well. Not that you know that yet.
At 328 metres tall, the Sky Tower rises majestically above the Auckland city skyline. The Sky Tower is New Zealand's tallest structure and it's visible from all parts of the region. It's now home to the Firefighters Vertical Challenge, a gruelling climb from the base of the tower to the observation deck, 52 stories above.
So you guys got to walk or run?
Oh, we're running up. Yeah. Well, I'm walking, he might run.
Our game plan is to try not to die, but yeah, just do each one good pace as fast as I can and give it everything for the cause. And the blood leukemia.
Yeah, another big event this year, made it a little bit harder. We've done it with alloys. Yeah, let's see if we can do it with steels. It's definitely a challenge, and yeah, hopefully we'll get to the top.
So where are you from?
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
And what's your claim to fame, Bob?
I'm the Canadian champion for the Combat Challenge.
How do you think you're going to go here today?
I don't know. I'm used to 1.5 minute races, so this is going to be a bit different.
Have you got a game plan for today?
Just don't fall down, don't throw up. Hopefully I'll do it. I got to do it 4 times, so we'll see.
The firemen assemble at the start, fully donned in their gear and ready to go.
Yeah, most of the guys who are doing it have done a bit of work obviously before they've come to do it, because I've done it myself, but I know that halfway up there you think you wish you never started doing it.
Some choose to run donned and started, breathing air for the entire race. They start at 15-second intervals, but they're not racing each other, they're racing the clock. It's a time trial. The 200 metres before the tower separate out the field.
I'm going to really try and beat 14 minutes today. Got mixed emotions about that, but it's the best effort. 3, 2, excuse me.
Go. 5 seconds. 2, 1, go. 59.
From the start line, I'm thinking I'm wearing about 22 kilos worth of fire gear with my helmet, my BA set and all my bunker gear. I'm trying to pace myself for that 200 metre run along the road to the base of the tower. As you approach the tower, there's quite a crowd of supporters at the base there cheering you on, which gives you quite a motivational boost. When you enter the base of the tower and start climbing the stairs, the best way to do it is to double step for as long as you can. For me, that's between 20 and 30 floors. Start becoming really painful in your legs, so I personally button back to single stepping for one flight and then a double for the next. When I'm too tired to do that, then I button back to doing single stepping all the rest of the way, and I'm maintaining a decent pace. Over the years, when you do this climb, you make different friends and you get quite competitive with them. When you're climbing, although you're by yourself, you can hear people above and below you, so you don't know how far people are ahead of you or behind you. So in the back of your mind, you're pushing yourself all the time because you want to get that better time or beat your own personal goal. If you remember to pull yourself up on the handrails, to try and double step for as long as you can or maintain that pace, you'll get a respectable time. And my best time for the climb was 2 years ago with a 14:05, and my big goal at the moment is to crack that 14-minute mark. If you've got your heart set on winning this event, you're going to have to double step the whole way. Some guys do this and we call them legends. And don't be fooled by some of these guys that look like they're going slow because they're competing in the 10,000 stair challenge. This is an event where teams of 3 have to climb the tower 10 times between them, which means 2 of them climb 3 times and 1 person the 4th time. I've done this event and it's incredibly hard. You just keep going and keep going. It's like being in a sauna for 3 hours. You just don't have the energy, but you know you've got to keep pushing yourself. All the guys that are having a breather, they'll give you a tap and they'll give you some encouragement as well as you keep going. So, although there's a big competitive sort of streak through the climb, there's also a really good bond in there as well.
For those doing the 10,000 stair challenge, it's down in the elevator for the trip back to the base of the tower. And this is a time to reflect, rest, and gather their breath for the journey ahead. Now they attempt the challenge in teams of 3. 2 team members climb 3 times, 1 does it 4 times. That makes a total of 10,290 steps. They're timed when they enter and exit the tower, not the time in between. This means that only their climbing times are collated to find the winning team.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I can't believe how hard this race is. I mean, I was gung-ho for the first 10 flights, running up, and then it kills you.
Oh man, this is my 4th time. I've done about 3,600 stairs. My legs are aching, my back's sore, and I'm in agony. It's mentally tough. It's just stair after stair after stair, and the pain is just so intense. I don't want to let my mates down. What keeps me going is I'm doing it for me, I'm doing it for my team, and I'm doing it for a good cause. This is tough for me, but it's a lot tougher for those kids with leukemia. Anything we can do in any way has got to be good.
Air consumption combined with the increased physical exertion means that many use up their cylinders before they reach the top, and they require changing. This is done on the 42nd floor. Climbing stairs more than doubles your workload, and a tank of air that normally lasts 30 minutes can disappear in as little as 12. Not everyone who starts the race donned and started finishes it that way. Some simply run out of air, and others find the going too tough and finish the race donned only. Thus the 2 categories, donned and started and donned. But firemen are judged on how they finish, not how they start. Kitted up, it's off again. A last push to the top, 10 floors away. Breathing air, climbing, carrying 22 kilos of gear with gloves. The heat build-up is a real test of character. But as many will tell you, the thrill and elation at reaching the top is well worth it.
I reckon I could have gone faster, but them's the brakes, and try harder next year, I think. This is my 2nd time, so I'll be back next year and refine my training a bit between now and then, and should be good.
I got to ask you, what were you listening to on the way up?
Oh, that was U2.
I'm 52 this year, one of the older ones, I think. Amazing feeling.
So that's what, 1 year for every floor?
Just about, here. My maths really good. Cool, I saw that sign, it said 600 to go. I thought, shit, I hope someone's miscounted. My legs are like rubber bands. My lungs feel like they're about to burst. Arms are tired. I'm pulling myself up the railing. I've done the Ironman and marathons, and I'll tell you, this is more painful than any of them. It's all over in 10 minutes. Why the hell am I doing it? No, it's for a good cause, and a few of us sick puppies have travelled around the world to do it. So the Sky Challenge is a good event for everyone to compete in. Yeah, I was happy with the pace I was going. I couldn't have gone any faster. So yeah, I gave it 100%. If someone else has gone faster, they deserve the win.
That is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, easily.
Are you going to be recommending this to firefighters?
Oh, definitely. You know what? A lot of firefighters over there, they do the combat, which is like 2 minutes or less, and they think they're machines, but come and do this. They're going to get a harsh look at reality when they try to do this. I'm going to spread the word when I get back to Canada, and hopefully we can get more guys coming out to this. I'm going to try to definitely come back every year, because I mean, the guys that I've met so far are top quality guys, and it's just a lot of fun, and it's hard work, but I'll probably train a bit harder for it next time. I won't take it for advantage like I did this time. You know, I should try to find some stairs for it up rather than just running.
Hamish Fraser, Mr. Disco from Bottle Lake, the only South Islander, finished in a respectable 14 minutes 8 seconds. But he didn't look all that good for the ladies. Scotty gave it his best shot, but unfortunately this year he was unable to break his 14-minute barrier. But hey, there's always next year, Scotty. Steve Gallagher was the fastest on the day, and he deserved the win, cutting out the 200-metre run and climb in 10 minutes, 18 seconds. Brian Powell and his team from Titirangi did it with steels, typically pushing themselves that little bit harder. But this race, this challenge, is not all about winning. It's about taking part. Glenn Anderson did it for the team. They didn't place in the top 3, but they achieved what they set out to do, and that was to finish.